Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has given us unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure or admire an old one. What will we find today? Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
We don't celebrate Hanukkah, but Jesus did. In the Bible, it's called the Feast of Dedication, and we find Jesus in Jerusalem at the temple 2 months after his last encounter with the Jewish religious leaders. Though we're still in the same chapter, John 10. John throws in a little comment in verse 22 that tells us it was winter. Now, we all know Hanukkah is in winter, but it might also be a commentary on the state of the hearts of Jerusalem, cold, dark, and bleak. Because Jesus' enemies saw him teaching and surrounded him. They picked up where they left off the last time. And we find out later that they might have even brought the rocks that they planned to stone him with. They confronted him with a question that was by no means out of friendly curiosity. They wanted to prove him a fake in the eyes of the people and stone him. That was the plan. They'd heard his claims, and they already rejected them. So they asked him, "How long do you keep us in doubt? If you are the Christ, tell us plainly." Jesus replied, "I told you, and you did not believe. The works I do in my Father's name, they bear witness of me. But you do not believe because you are not my sheep. And as I said to you, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. My Father who has given them to me is greater than all, and no one is able to snatch them out of my Father's hand. I and my Father are one." So he was saying, I'm not just the Messiah, I am God, and I know you won't believe me. If you haven't believed yet, you're not going to now. He'd given them so much proof that their unbelief is proof that they don't know God when he's standing right in front of them. That last statement, I and my Father are one, answered their question definitively. They got the message because it says, "Then the Jews took up stones again to stone him." They tried to stone him back in John 8, but in that instance, it was a bit more impulsive because the Greek word meant that they picked up stones to stone him. Here, the Greek word indicates that they already had these stones. Perhaps they were carrying them concealed in their robes, though I don't think pockets had been invented yet. One way or the other, this was premeditated. Last time, Jesus somehow eluded them, but now they made sure to surround him so that he couldn't get away. Just as these religious leaders had already decided to stone Jesus before they surrounded him and questioned him, they'd already long before decided not to believe in him. Our pastor tells a story of a man who heard the gospel and understood it and rejected it. Another man was sharing the gospel with him when he asked, "When did you decide not to believe in Jesus?" The unbeliever quickly replied, "In Sunday school when I was 12 years old." Maybe these Jewish men who had surrounded Jesus could remember the exact moment they had decided not to believe in him, their Messiah, the only one who could save them. From then on, they were bent on discrediting him to keep others from faith. Many people today could probably look back and remember a time when given a choice, they definitively chose to reject the gospel. And you can tell when you try to share the love of Christ with them. But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't share. Jesus mercifully gave these Jews the truth over and over. Maybe after the resurrection, some remembered and believed, but history tells us the majority of them stuck to their unbelief. I pray that you remember a time when presented with a choice, you accepted Jesus as Lord and Savior. If not, now could be the day. Don't put him off any longer.
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. We'd love to hear the treasures God has given you through his word. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you can find in the description below. Thank you for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.